What's up, you guys? It's 2bricks, and if you've been following the channel for the past couple of weeks, you'll know that I've been teasing a big announcement for the channel. So today, this is the video where I will be announcing the announcement, telling you guys what's going on with the channel. This is a super duper exciting time. Those of you guys who know me know that I've been doing 2bricks for a few years now as a kind of side project, sort of a thing to keep me sane while I do my regular job. Which is animation. And animation is a super rewarding but very, very difficult and technical and intricate kind of a job to consume your day-to-day life with, especially when you're working long hours. So you need something tangible, to kind of keep you sane. So 2bricks has been my outlet, and that's been something that I've absolutely loved doing on the side, but I have never been able to devote enough time to it. I've always been able to slowly give you guys the kind of, share the MOCs and the different projects that I've been working on, but it's always taken far, far, far longer than I would like. And that is about to change because as of right now, I have decided not to pursue any further kind of animation related jobs as far as on working on feature films and TV shows like I have been doing. And instead, I've decided to devote myself entirely to 2bricks. This is now my day job. Which is crazy. I mean, I never thought that I would ever get to the point where I could do that. And it seems nuts with the kind of the size of my channel right now. But I do believe that with the time and the attention that I will be able to give to the channel, and all of the ideas that I have for different projects and ongoing series and new ideas that I have that I'm going to be bringing to you guys in the coming months, I think it's going to work. So it's very exciting. It's a little scary, and I'm committed. I'm here and I'm telling you guys this because this is what is happening. I'm not going back. And yeah, that's it. My career now is 2bricks. I'm a Lego YouTuber, which is a very, very odd thing to say after so many years of having my identity, at least my work identity, be wrapped up in animation. So yeah, that's the big news. And I'll tell you guys a little bit about what I'm planning for the channel going forward, because I do have some very, very big plans. I don't want to share them all right now, but I want to kind of give you guys a little teaser of what is to come. So what are some of the kind of ideas and things that I have in the works that will be coming soon? Well, the first thing that I really want to do is I want to get 100% focused on Lego and Lego, related items. So that meaning Lego bricks themselves are the medium, and anything that Lego doesn't give us, such as specific lighting kits and things of that nature, are things that I'm willing to take a look at. But I don't want to be dealing with non-Lego bricks or third-party bricks anymore. It's just too complicated. I have to give too many caveats every time. I have to talk about the quality of the bricks. I have to talk about how I feel about different manufacturers creating essentially knockoff Lego bricks of their own that vary in quality and such. It's all very complicated. And so what I've decided is I'm just going to be dealing with Lego official branded products from now on, and third-party supporting products, like I said, such as lighting kits and other things. So that's new, and that's something that I've been kind of I've not wrestling with, but something I've been kind of thinking about for a while. What would be the best way to proceed? So that's one. Two, I really want to get more involved in Lego official kind of projects, I guess, such as Lego Ideas. That's always something I've been interested in, but I've just never really found the time or the kind of specific thing that I wanted to try to pitch as far as a Lego Ideas project, because I've been very focused on things like Star Wars and other IP related stuff. But I really want to start creating original models and things that I think people would love, and then trying to see if I can get the support on Lego Ideas to get those things made. So that's going to be kind of an ongoing series where I explore different ideas, submit them to Lego Ideas, and then track the progress and let you guys know, how those are doing. So that's going to be an interesting experience, putting myself out there in that way. The next thing that I want to do is animation, not animation for other people, but animation for myself in terms of brick films and brick series and Lego related animations, stop motion stuff, which I've been toying around with for a little while now. And it's actually, funny enough, It's a very long story, but it's how I got my start in the industry in the first place, was actually through Lego stop motion related stuff. So that's something that I definitely am excited to return to, and bringing the 10 plus years of animation, job knowledge that I've had, bringing it back around to putting it into some Lego animation, I think it's going to be super duper fun. So that's going to be a huge part of the channel going forward, and I'm very, very excited. That's kind of a whole new avenue. I'm setting up a stage right now that is going to be a dedicated shooting space outside of my regular 2bricks shooting space, which is in a different part of my house, and that's going to be exclusively for producing brick film content. And yeah, you'll hear more about that in the future, and it's very, very exciting. The next thing I'd really like to focus on is going back and finishing all of my large-scale mock projects that have gradually, over the years, I guess, slipped into undevelopment stages. So that would include my large-scale Serenity, other mocks that I had planned that I put a pin on and shelved, like my Lego City. I was doing or was planning to do a micro scale or nanoscale Lego City for the longest time. That was one of my original things I wanted to do with 2bricks. Just have not had the time to figure out a place to put that and what to do with all that. I'm going to be returning, of course, to the Micro Fleet series. That is like one of the flagship original things that made 2bricks what it is. It was a big part of the identity of the channel, and that's something that, again, I've just been lagging behind on, catching up with looking into the specific ships that I want to build. It takes a lot of time to make sure that I'm getting everything right, and shooting those videos as well is very time consuming, and I really want to make sure that they're always going to be top quality for you guys. So I've just been, rather than throwing something together and putting it out there, I decided to hold off. But I actually do now have a dedicated space where the Micro Fleet lives. It's a series of, I think it's 4 IKEA tables end to end. That is now just the permanent dedicated home for the Micro Fleet. So it'll be a lot easier for me to add ships to that and then show you guys, the whole lineup without having to. What I was doing before is literally taking the fleet, putting it away in a separate area where I was sort of temporarily storing it. Things would get broken. I'd have to take them all back out again and lay them out, and it was a huge pain to try to do all that. So this is going to make things a lot smoother, and having revamped my space a little bit has really allowed me to take a second and pause and think about, like, what are the priorities of the channel, and really engineer my space to that. So that's something that's really cool. The next thing is the large-scale Harry Potter Hogwarts mock. As time has gone on, I've been less and less enthused about the world of Harry Potter, only because of J.K. Rowling's continued use of her platform to spread what I consider to be dangerous misinformation and transphobia. And that's something that's really kind of dampened my enthusiasm for the project as a whole. But I love the Harry Potter movies. I'm a huge fan of the work that everybody did on those films to bring, a really, what I consider to be the best fantasy castle to life on screen that has ever been done. And so the Hogwarts Castle mock is something that I want to continue doing. And the second reason for that is that I promised you guys in the beginning that you would be getting a Hogwarts mock, and that was before I knew the extent of what was going to come out of J.K. Rowling and her Twitter account. And a lot of you guys, I really appreciate it actually, have been downloading and purchasing the instructions for every part that has been released so far, and have been messaging me constantly asking for updates. And so I know that there is a hunger out there for that, and I can't in good conscience let a bunch of people get invested in a project and then just can it and say, sorry, I don't agree with what the author said. And so you guys are just stuck with a half-finished model. I don't agree to that. That's not, the way that I want to conduct myself with regard to my fans. But I do, of course, also want to be respectful of my LGBTQ plus viewers who are probably not too thrilled about anything, to do with the world of Harry Potter right now. And I totally understand that. And if you choose not to watch those videos, I totally support your decision on that as well. It's just, what I want to do is celebrate the work of Stuart Craig, the production designer, who, again, designed what I consider to be the ultimate fantasy castle to be put on the big screen. And I want to celebrate the work of the craftsmen and the artisans and the builders and the set designers who brought this this incredible thing to life. And I mean, if you've ever seen the gigantic scale model that they have at Leavesden Studios in London, I haven't seen it myself personally, but I've seen video of it, and it looks incredible. And so, you know, the amount of time and dedication that went into that, I don't think should be thrown out just because of one person and their awful opinions. So yeah, progress on that will resume and continue, and I've actually made quite a bit of progress on the next couple of editions of that as well, so that will be coming very soon. I also have a new kind of ongoing series that I want to kick off, where I discuss themes that I think Lego could adopt. Like, I want to basically invent my own Lego themes and see what I can do with that, as far as like creating, you know, the world building that goes into it, the you know, something that's entirely original, something that is creative and encourages play and encourages building and creativity in a way that Lego sets used to focus on more. I think Lego in recent years has made more of a shift towards large collectible items, and you know, that's a decision that they've made, and I'm sure it's smart, you know, financially. But I do miss all the new kind of play themes that we would get every few years, and I want to try to introduce a couple of new ones that I don't know, maybe will inspire people, and then they can get those sets themselves. Obviously, everything that I do, I try to make instructions for, so that'll be something you guys will be able to get for yourselves and have your own kind of 2bricks branded Lego theme. So that'll be fun if I can get it to get off the ground. The amount of work and research and you know, planning and everything that goes into a new Lego theme is obviously insane. So I can understand why they're choosing to stick more with the themes that they have and do less original content. In some ways, it's probably more efficient, and I get that. But yeah, that's something I'm excited to do as well. And of course, there is just so much more. I have probably more videos, ideas for videos logged away than I ever have time to shoot in my entire lifetime. It is just me doing this channel, so it's not like you're going to get a video every day. I'm going to strive to do, back when I was at my peak, when I had some time off, I had a couple of months off back there, and there was a time when I was posting 2 or 3 videos a week, and I definitely want to get back to a schedule that is more akin to that, and that'll be what I do going forward. So yay. In addition to that, I think there's going to be other kind of, I'm looking into other avenues for revenue to be able to support myself doing this full time. One of those is Patreon. I know that a lot of people are probably going to ask if I'm going to be doing a Patreon. I think I will eventually look into that. It's just something that, once again, I'm in the phase right now of just doing the relaunch, getting everything ready, literally like building custom furniture and things to accommodate all of the things that I want to do. So I just haven't had time to think about that yet, but I definitely want to in the future. That's something that I think, I mean, you know, if you don't want to be tethered to a large corporation in the way that you are if you're working as an artist for, say, a movie studio, then really the only option is to have people crowdfund what you do. And Patreon, I think, is a great kind of option for that. And I think I'll definitely be looking into it in the future. As well as I want to start doing live streams again. That's another thing that's been on my mind for a long time. I just setting it up, putting the time aside, and trying to also maintain a flexible schedule so I can, you know, live my life has never been particularly easy. And that's something that I want to kind of nail down and figure out in the future as well. So yeah, there are just absolutely tons of things that are on the horizon, and I could not be more excited to bring them all to you guys and share them with you. So I'm sure that there's something that I forgot, and if there are questions that you have about things that are upcoming or things that you want to see brought back or things that you want to see discontinued, I would like to hear about it, because there's a million different directions that I could go with the channel, and I've always just tried to kind of go with my gut, but I do at the same time really value you guys' feedback, and I always listen when you leave me comments. So yeah, do let me know. And here we go. This is the real deal. This is 2bricks phase 2, but really it's 2bricks phase 1. This is the kind of proper launch of the channel, because Up until now, this has been a hobby, and now this is serious. This is where we get, this is where we separate the men from the boys and play with some toys. So yeah, I'm super excited, and I really, really appreciate the amount of support that I've had so far. I mean, 13,000 of you guys are subscribed currently, and obviously I want to get that number up to 50,000, 100,000, a million. Eventually, we're going to shoot for the stars with this channel, and we just have to start building towards it. So all of the liking, sharing, and subscribing that you guys have been doing is amazing, and I really appreciate it, and I hope that you will continue to do so. And I'm going to get to work on the next video because I have so many to bring you. So thank you guys again. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.